There's a big difference between stating that Christ lives in us, that our temple is a temple of the Holy Spirit, that in our body God can be present as the Holy Spirit is present, than saying that you are God. And the big difference has to do with our pride and with our ego. We're not ready to be God. We shouldn't be God. We shouldn't, because we don't know the things that we don't know. His thoughts are always greater than our thoughts. We're still little, and we make way too many mistakes. How irresponsible would be if human beings would actually be God. I mean, look at what we have done with less than that. Do you really think it's okay for us to say that we are gods? I believe that's an ego trip. To be very honest, I believe that is not the truth. For if we say that we have no sin, the truth does not live in us, right? So what is happening here when we say those things is that we want to be in control. This thirst for having control over our life or what's going on. But in Christianity, what we like to do is to say, God can live in us, but ultimately it's not under my control, but under His control. You see, narcissists usually want to have control. God, instead, wants to share control. And to a certain extent, through our free will, He gives us control over the timing of things, to a certain extent, because He wants us to be free to choose the best for us. He gave us many options to choose from. But many times humans, when we say, I am God, or I have the power of God, and all those things, without understanding that really it's good for us to be humble and to remember that God can act through us, but it is not that we are God, but that God can abide in this temple, that we can abide in His word. Because ultimately, that humility, that act of saying, I don't know better, God, you do, I surrender to your will, is what really gets us closer to hold the love of God in the universe